A large number of formidable-looking men in suits surrounded the vast graveyard, glaring about so that not even a cat would be able to sneak in. It was the anniversary of Stella Mayugi's death, and it was the first anniversary. Anyone after Richard's life could have guessed that he would visit here. The veterans from all the crews, which now are more militant after the purge, surrounded the graveyard. As we thought, the villains are there in force. They've got machine guns and trench guns under their coats. Fucking trench guns, really? You'd have to be crazy to attack them in this situation. Thank God we're crazy. Caleb grinned as well, peering down the binoculars that Alan had handed him. There's no helping it. If we want to avoid harming civilians, this is the best possible location to stage an attack. Good work. Our scouts have discovered that they've surrounded the entire graveyard just as we expected. Their total force is estimated to be under 300. Oh, only. So a whole battalion, huh? Tell me we've at least got a tank. You know what they say, you gotta make do with a sword. That's how it's gotta be for foot soldiers. That's the limit of what we can do for you. I wish you good fortune in the battle. Good luck. Have fun. Bye. You want me to buy you a mountain of mooncakes when the battle's over, right? Is that all you've got to say? Ow. Fighting. What's got into you, little monkey girl? Ow. What a fine example of friendship, surpassing the barriers of language. Oh, well, okay. That was a weird ending. All of the wild dogs are in place. Oh, you mean Wayne's kids? I look forward to seeing you guys at work. Yeah. I never thought I'd be teaming up with the Miguel. Hey, this is work. The observation team on your block's ready to go too. Zell's group used binoculars to confirm the locations of the Wild Dog members stationed at vital points around the park. They were looking back the year with binoculars themselves, setting the hand signals they had agreed upon beforehand. They would be their eyes. They would observe the area around the vast graveyard, reporting in detail about enemy movements. The enemy had a huge force that might be over 300 men strong, but they were scattered about this large park. So they could be easily disrupted by a diversion and would surely cause a gap somewhere. Gap to open somewhere. And making that happen is our job. Still, there's no point when you realize it's a diversion. You gotta be flashy enough that they think you're the main force. I mean, if it's you guys, I couldn't imagine them thinking it's not. Yes, Caleb, flashy it is then. When the Kale family fell apart, there had been almost 100 loyal subordinates who had followed him to Chiba, without switching sides to Rose's Primavera. They would be the main force of the diversionary strike, and would weaken the guard around the perimeter of the graveyard. While they were doing that, a separate force would launch a strike into the graveyard area, killing Richard. Yes, this was already on the level of a military operation. It was more than a criminal underworld struggle. Of course, those in Rose's group were the main characters in this plan. If they wanted to launch a small main force of elites against Richard, then the diversionary force would have to be flashy indeed. I'll be here supporting the battle of the great general Caleb Kirigi. Take care, okay? Don't you go blowing off my head not by accident. The large anti-tank rifle Alan had gotten from the toy shop had a vast range and excellent accuracy. Blow Keith's head off. Alan would support Caleb's attack by sniping from this position. You better stick a chick on your head. That way there's no way I'll mistake you for an enemy. Cluck, cluck, glue. I'm gonna get you. What? What the heck? That's hilarious. Father Caleb, Richard's procession has arrived. So he's here. Let's go, men, to the battlefield. Let's remind them who say 23's strongest really it was. Yes, father. It's war, it's war. Cluck, cluck, who? Okay. The hell is that? Is that all the rage with the kids these days? No, I'm completely lost too. Nothing out of place around the perimeter. Cyrus, we're good. When Maurice knocked on the window, Cyrus and Richard slowly got out of their car. The sky is a bit cold. Of course the weather isn't clear. It speaks for our heart. Gabriel and Butler came out of a luxury car flying the American flag. I do like that. Hey, weather's pretty nice, isn't it, Phil? Yes, sir. You look pale, and it's still so early in the morning. Don't worry, once you drink in some of this fresh air, you'll start to feel better. As Butler gazed at Gabriel's back, his eyes started to darken eerily. Let us go. Stella is waiting. Maurice, make sure you don't let your guard down. I know, I don't want to die either. Where's Keith? You know what they say about fools and smoke always going upwards. The fuck? Is this some kind of fort? Keith was watching over the scene from a much higher location. He was at the top of a church bell tower, in the center of the cemetery, used for funeral services. I can hear you, Stella. I won't let anyone get in Richard's way, now that he's inherited your job. Well, we can go to war whenever you like. Check one last time with our observers. Checking now. Caleb's position, a group is in position. Charles, Nina, is it looking good on your end too? No problems here. Yep, final check done. Everything looks fine. Alan. Sure. Give Caleb the go sign. Okay. So it's finally gonna start. Oliver, are you watching this? We're gonna take Primavera back with the strength of the Wandering Dogs. Somehow I don't think that slingshot's gonna work from here. The Mayugi family grave was of high quality, fitting the family of the man who controlled the Primavera family. Richard gently stroked the names of Stella and Yuji, which were engraved into the tombstone. I'm back. Stella, Yuji, I've come today. I swear my unshakable resolve to your cause. Good talk. Oh, Jesus! The crows rose up all at once. The guards surrounding Richard's group crouched down, putting their hands on the guns in their pockets. What is it, Maurice? I'm having them check now. So, has it begun? You mean the beginning of the end of the farce? Oh, you put that in a very amusing way, considering how you've been lately. Cyrus and the guards turned pale and looked panicky, but Richard was calm and his expression didn't change in the slightest. Then he quietly dropped his gaze back to the tombstone and spoke to it. I know, my sister. I have to say farewell to my friends from the good old days. Yes, this is something that is necessary for me to be reborn as my new self in the new days to come. A purification ritual. Oh my god. Stop. Oh my god. God, how fucking garbage. Jesus. I feel like I'm moving in slow motion. That was better. Blow them away, baby. One after another, trucks filled with Caleb's underlings raced forward, covering the front gates of the graveyard with gunfire. The howling lead shattered the windows of the enemy cars, ruthlessly covering the cars with holes. The war cries of the lead woodpeckers forced all the enemies to take cover behind cars, incapable of anything but shielding their heads from the fragments of falling glass. Hey there, fools! Forgotten my face, have you? No way, Caleb! Father Caleb, who's supposed to be dead? That great Caleb's crawled out of his grave for Halloween this year. Trick or treat! If you don't give us a hold up, we might have to blow your arms off instead. Look, I still don't like this dude. He's still fucking weird. Caleb's trucks had been specifically outfitted for this day. Several of them were armored with steel sheets to block bullets. Furthermore, objects that were hidden by canvas covers of several trucks began to peek out. It was a German anti-air cannon with 4 20mm barrels. What the fuck? This is already well beyond the level of an underworld skirmish. Bastards. Where did Caleb find monsters like these? Like those? I brought them back from hell, obviously. I've come to get you, Maurice. Okay, let's brighten the mood. Fire! All troops retreat, get back! When Caleb gave the order to fire, Maurice's subordinates all retreated at once. Yeah, it's funny. It's fucking 20mm cannons. Of course they did. Cars didn't provide any cover against autocannon fire. Gotta be flashy. They're getting fucking railed on. You've got autocannons? Are they insane? That's quite a noisy sound they're making. Well, it's fitting for a graveyard. Even the dead are coming out. They say it's Caleb. Oh, I see. So this is the meaning behind that letter from the Satomi Alliance. What an unexpected turn of events, Rick. Not at all, Gab. Nothing has occurred that we haven't expected, in fact. Perhaps we should call this today's main event. Major, the enemy's too well armed. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Looks like this is practically a military training ground now. The austere cemetery's atmosphere is totally wasted. I'm sorry, but shouldn't we retreat? Maybe. I want to watch. You mean you won't stay to see the pathetic end of Richard, Demon of Revenge? That'd be crude as leaving during an applause for an encore. Someday you'll return to the heavens as well. But not today. And it won't be due to a bullet fired by some random punk. Bravo, Phil. You've done a good job convincing me that retreat is the best option. I'm making arrangements so we can perform an autopsy of Richard's corpse, no matter what. I'll make arrangements. Escape for now, Gab. Okay, I get it, Phil. Looks like they've already forgotten about us after all. Is the attack on such a scale that it's really worth panicking? Panicking? They've got 4-barreled anti-aircraft guns. I wouldn't be surprised if they had mortars with them. It's fucking anti-air. What are we gonna do against that? What the fuck? They're gonna level us. It's just how Rose thinks. In this place, no matter how over the top they go, won't harm the city folk. Are you telling me to escape from this place as if I was running away? Well, I'd like to, but you'd better give up on that. You can see Caleb's face, but not Leo's or Rose's. This is a diversion. Rose's main force is surely laying in wait for you to escape from the opposite end of the graveyard. Pincer, baby. In other words, flopping about won't do us any good. Very well. Let us accept Rose's challenge here. Those who haven't been baptized in the fires of war would probably feel an unshakable fear from the roars of those guns. However, Richard was as calm as if he had reached a state of enlightenment. Yeah, because he's crazy. To Cyrus, this looked less like calm and more like the shadow of death. What reason is there to rush? We're surrounded by elites from Battalion, defended by the most talented men around. That's true, of course, but on the battlefield, you never know what a single stray bullet might do. Yeah, I mean, you could just die. You could literally just get cut short immediately. Anyway, we shouldn't just stand around here. In an emergency, you gotta obey my decisions. Come on. Come to think of it, you were so forceful long ago. That takes me back. Like, what are they fucking gonna do against fucking cannon fire? It's motherfucking cannons. Though I'd imagine it's actually really hard to rotate them. So technically, if you go on to the sides, you'll not be worried about them. So that being said, it depends what the stand they're on. The overwhelming autocannon certainly had punched a large hole through. However, their ammo wasn't unlimited and they weren't easy to handle either. On top of that, their complicated origins as copies, stolen equipment, and illegally diverted goods came back to bite them, and a full 4 of them had jammed. However, they had already fulfilled their purpose and then some. Caleb's main force had taken complete control of the entrance to the graveyard. They easily passed the barricade of cars and started pushing into the graveyard area. Yeah, even Maurice's battalion looking pathetic, huh? Bastards, defend this position to the death. Their autocannons have already gone quiet. We got orders for the Grand Boss. Defend for the purpose of delaying the enemy, waiting for reinforcements while keeping a lookout for separate enemy forces. Reasonable decision. We can force them to bleed plenty from here. After all, he'll be able to do his best work in a position like this. You know, that being said, if Miguel just got sniped, I'd be okay with that. It would be the one good thing Keith can do. Though I would have probably fired the autocannons at the fucking church. Like, you know the sniper is going to be somewhere high up. The only high building there. is this chapel, I guess. I don't think it's a cathedral. I don't think it's a full-on church, but who knows? The cowards, look, they're starting to retreat. We can push them back into their graves all at once. You fool, get down, Miguel! Caleb's massive body jumped onto Miguel, and the two of them fell tangled together onto the stone pavement. However, they certainly felt the Reaper's sickle cut the air where Miguel's head had been a moment before. Thanks. There's a sniper in the bell tower. Don't let your guard down. Oh god. Oh god. They're all swarming about like ants. Perfect. You've got me shivering. Can't you hear the sound of a Siberian blizzard, Alan? Oh no, not random scrub number 7. Hand-aid. You ants can just curl up in fear behind tombstones. I'll make those tombstones mark your own graves. On the bell tower, you could totally see us. That sniper has monstrous skills. Don't waste your time on cheap tricks, just stay hidden. Not too shabby, Keith, you're good. Okay, bastards, the table have turned. Begin delaying a tactics. Buy time until reinforcements arrive and we can concentrate our forces. I've arrived, the tables have turned, you see, like totally. Looks they're all curled up and scared, let's crush them, yeah, like totally. Those fools are planning to rush right in. Perfect, we can scout out their power. Let's see if Caleb's willing to push forward any more than this. This is bad, Caleb. Some weakly brained guys are trying to circle around us. Crap, I'd like to retreat, but that sniper's got us pinned down. Ha, I'm gonna take Father Caleb's head, like totally. Just kill him. No one will miss it. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was close. Fuck. Dude, those punks getting cocky like that? Hey, you're leaning too far out. Ugh. Okay, one more applicant for the tour of hell. Who's next? Who wants to go? Keith's eyes were the eyes of a Reaper. With his sniper scope, he could see when Caleb's subordinates let their guards down in the slightest, and he could shoot them down with perfect accuracy. Tequila's fatally reckless punks were third-rate shots, with nothing but enthusiasm on their side. However, Caleb's group was completely pinned down by Keith's sniping and couldn't respond as well as they should have been able to. Father, at this rate, we're finished. But if we try retreating any further, that sniper will eat us alive. What are we gonna do? Come on, there's only one thing we can do. What's that? You put your hand on my head. Huh? Quickly, man, put your hand on my head and flutter it about like a chick. That's right on top of my head. This is Kiriji's battalion requesting backup. The code is Cluck Cluck Clue. I'm gonna get you. Caleb gave the signal requesting urgent reinforcements. Roger that. Time to begin our punishment. Alan was laying alongside his huge anti-tank sniper rifle. Fucking blow someone's head off. He was like a massive ferocious crocodile laying in wait for his predator. The fuck? No. I missed! They're staying hidden and won't come out. Are they scared? Like totally. A keen bullet pierced Tequila's bundle of long hair, crushing Greystone that was right behind him. One after another, the armor-piercing rounds of Alan's anti-tank rifle crushed the gravestones that Tequila's underlings were hiding behind. That destructive force, which would be unthinkable for a handgun bullet, made even those vigorous punks turn pale. I don't want to hit him. This isn't a gun for shooting people. Yes, it is, Alan. Do it. Blow their heads off. But warning time is over now. Next time I'll hit you, turn you to go, breaking right through. Don't be scared. You'll be fine as long as they don't hit you like totally. Only death can cure stupidity. Where's the enemy sniper shooting from? So you're back, Alan. Where are you? Where are you shooting from? No matter where you are, you can't escape me. Keith's sniper scope didn't miss the faint reflective light peeking from the roof of a distant building. He'd noticed a tiny reflection from Alan's sniping scope. I found you, Alan. Hey, you seem to be doing well, Keith. What happened to you? You've aged a lot. I see you're as flippant as ever. I'm glad we got to meet again. Even though they were looking at each other through sniper scopes, they were able to have a conversation. And they both aimed directly at each other's foreheads. Alan's bullet goes faster. Alan! It's okay, it's just a graze. Everyone move out. Observation HQ has been spotted by an enemy sniper. Abandon this position immediately. We're headed for the front lines too. Alright, it's finally our time to shine. Guess you're a boy too, huh? Observation HQ withdraw. All observation teams will attack at their own discretion. Zell gave the decided upon signal to all the Wild Dog observation teams and retreated from the roof. Okay, let's go. They're totally busy with Caleb's team. Now's the time to shake them up. It's your turn now. If you want a bunch of mooncakes, you better do a good job, monkey girl. Hey, I'm your commander. I'm supposed to give you orders. Ow. He's just fucking dead. That's right. Strengthen the barricades. Make this place a fortress until backup arrives. Oh, you'll die in a church. How sad. Cyrus, with Richard in tow, decided to fortify the church with the help of several guards. Cyrus had realized that Caleb's frontal attack was only a diversion. If they were pushed out and tried to escape the graveyard, they would surely be targeted by waiting enemies and trapped like rats. So we'll trap ourselves in a church. I see, so you plan to hole up here until support arrives. Sorry this doesn't look pretty, but it's our best option. Guards were piling up benches throughout the church in front of the door, pews. It certainly didn't look as dignified as a monarch boldly facing the enemy's challenge. However, even so, Cyrus was prepared to make the best arrangements to protect his close friend from harm no matter what happened. Though against someone like Leo, it seems like setting up such a barricade will only leave us trapped like rats. We've got to hold out until reinforcements arrive. They should be here any moment. Jeez, it does sound like a fucking war zone out there. The offensive forces of Caleb's team was terrifying, but Keith's sniping had forced them into a deadlock.